one. There we go. All right. We are live. Let's transition. I'm going to look at the split screen here, make sure we're good. One nice thing about a 39-inch TV monitor, I can go split screen and it's good. There we go. All right. Well, my friends on YouTube, those of you who watch this now or later or never, no, those of you who watch this, this is a news and nonsense on this Total OS Today channel for this evening. If you are new here, welcome. What we do here is basically I will pick a bunch of random, unusual, silly, weird news articles, not necessarily technology related. I invite some friends on and we have some fun. I know it's probably been a rough couple of years for most of the nation, if not most of the world, with the pandemic and whatnot. So something like this hopefully will put a smile on someone's faces. I have Ben. Say hi, Ben.
Hi, guys.
I have Matthew, who's in the dark.
Yeah.
I have Steve, who's well lit like me. When I say well lit, I don't mean the alcohol. I mean just the lighting in general.
Yeah.
But, anyway, so.
I could probably give you a little bit more.
There we go. Yeah.
But
Anyway, some of my friends are both in the dark, literally and figuratively, but no. Okay.
But everybody else in the house is asleep already, so I'm trying not to.
Okay.
No,
Got it.
you're fine, Matt.
Trying to not wake anybody up. So
Yeah,
Understood.
Matt's usually more talkative than this, guys.
Okay. Before we go into the news and nonsense, Ben, fill us in real quick. What is new with you?
Oh, not a whole lot. I helped out my dad at his office, did some computer reinstallations for them, and
Nice.
got some money for that. So,
Okay.
Yeah, made a little money.
All right.
Pretty good.
Good.
And,
Matthew, what's up?
Sorry.
well, I haven't
Yeah,
been
we'll
up.
just move along here. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been doing much of anything lately. I got COVID right before Christmas, so I missed the holidays, and then right after that, I got a case of kidney stones. I just had to have surgery for that last week, so I've pretty much just been dealing with that for the last couple of weeks.
I think Matthew got the stones trying to install Arch Linux. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Just a joke. Just a joke. I don't normally recommend Arch Linux for Windows users. So yeah. Anyway, Steve, how are you?
Hello, Carmine.
What's new?
Just working. Trying to do some extra streaming on Wednesdays with mobile applications off my Android tablet. My son's got night school at college, so I take him there. It's not real far, but for
Okay.
the hour and a half class that he has, going back and forth just isn't worth it.
Right.
College got good Wi-Fi, so I'm
Excellent.
testing out
Yeah.
some mobile platforms on to stream with.
Okay. Yeah, you mentioned Prism, so I may have to try. So is that strictly mobile?
No, there is a Windows version. I don't believe it could be on Linux. It's mobile. It is web based, but Windows has an app for it.
Okay.
You can get it for Android or iPhone, iPads, and that.
Is there like a free version then a paid version, or how does this
No,
work?
it's actually a free version. I don't know if they have a paid service, but the only thing that really can't be done. It's not like StreamYards. And although this, I believe you can. I'm going to try it out. I saw a video last night about streaming mobile with StreamYards.
Okay.
But you can't do guests with
Okay.
Prism Live. So I'm going to test out because I'm not this big YouTuber like you are, and have all this functionality on YouTube Live, even though our smaller channels can do it.
Okay.
There's supposed to be some kind of stipulations, like the limit how many people can watch you at the time, and
Okay.
really kind of silly stuff.
Okay.
So I'm going to try YouTube Live. I'm going to do Zoom to YouTube. I'm going to try because I've never done that before. I know I've done Jitsi before, I
Okay.
believe,
Yeah.
a couple years ago. So
Jitsi is okay. Yeah.
But checking out different mobile platforms and how they stream, because I got nothing better to do while waiting for him. So
Very good. Okay. Let's go into some news and nonsense. Hopefully, share a few laughs. And if you guys can think of a joke or a clever, witty response, please do. I live in Ohio. I live in Dean Martin country here. So I got this off autoblog.com, weird news. Apparently, there's a tradition in some states like Ohio to give snowplows names. Clever names. For example, a snowplow is named Sled Zeppelin. I think that's clever. Okay, these are some of the names here in Ohio. Control, Salt, Delete.
What?
That's the name of a plow. Blizzard Wizard. Plow Chicka Plow Wow.
Okay.
You're Killing Me Squalls.
Okay.
The Big Laplowski.
Oh, gee.
These are kind of clever in a way. I like this one. This is a sequel, I think. This is The Blizzard of Oz. Ohio Thaw Enforcement.
Oh, God. I almost thought now, this is going to sound a little derogatory, Carmine, but I almost thought for a second you said thong enforcement.
No, it says thaw, not thong enforcement.
Oh,
That's in the summer, yeah. Let's see what else we have here. We have Darth.
That was actually funny.
Yes, Darth Blader. Feel the power of the salt. Cleopatra.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything? Is there anything that I missed here? How about Spready Mercury?
Making fun of rock and roll.
I'll give them, these people, whoever thought of these, I'll give them a point each. So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next news article. Those were clever. Yeah. The Blizzard of Oz. That's going to stay with me all night now. We're off to see
like
the
the
Blizzard.
Ohio
Yeah.
Thaw enforcement. That one's good.
Anyway. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Some animal news. This has to do with deers. A deer runs wild through a glass front door in Minnesota. Do you know what business the deer ran through? A butcher shop. Fast food?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was caught on the security cam. I mean, this deer just, bam, right through the glass crash, and then I realized, oh, butcher shop, wrong place, and then it took off. So, yeah.
Or maybe he thought he saw one of his cousins or siblings and they were trying to save him.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. Anyway, that's bad timing for the deer. I think they just for that day, they just eliminated hunting season for that day since the animals were coming to the hunters, but okay.
Oh, Lord.
Indiana, a deer known as Jughead is rescued in Indiana. I guess the Department of Natural Resources came to the rescue of a deer named Jughead because this deer had a plastic jug stuck over its head.
Oh, gosh.
The Jughead was released back into the wild once the jug. It was probably the same deer that went across country and ran into that business in Minnesota. But no, anyway, yeah, check out Jughead. We were talking about dogs before. The Guinness World Record for the oldest dog, a Portuguese dog. Is this Portuguese? No, it's the dog's name is Bobby, and the dog is 30 years old plus.
Yeah.
Isn't each year times 7 or something?
Yeah, it's
That's a lot. It's 30 years, 200. It's almost 31 years old.
yeah. So you multiply that, but
See, I think the owners are smart. They refuse to let the dog look at Arch Linux screens. That's why it's kept at Santa. No, I don't know, but okay.
yeah.
Did
they say what breed of the dog?
Yeah. Let me see. The previous record was a dog named Spike, of course. Breed of the dog is a purebred Rafael do Aletejo.
Interesting.
I
Guardian
have no
dog.
idea what that is.
A livestock guardian dog.
Oh, well, those kind of dogs are usually pretty physically fit.
That's a lot for any animal, but it's 30. It's almost 31 years. I guess they're feeding it right. No salt, but yeah. Anyway, okay. Aggressive turkey causes chaos in Minnesota neighborhood. Residents of a Minnesota neighborhood said they are under constant attack from an increasingly aggressive turkey that took up residence in the area. That's a horrible thing to call the mayor. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. This turkey attacks me every single day, follows me, goes up my stairs, tries to get into my house. When I leave the car, it follows my car, according to this resident in... first the deer in Minnesota, now the turkeys. Is there something going on in Minnesota that we're not aware of with these animals?
I don't know.
I'm just asking, wild turkey,
Oh,
wild deer.
man.
It's a revolt. What was the name of that Hitchcock movie called The Birds, right? Where they attack the humans? Yeah. Wow. Okay. What else do I have here? The Germans know how to party. Germany installs the world's largest IMAX screen. 8,770.43 square feet. That. The screen is wider than a Boeing 737. Wow. Of all places, Germany. A multiplex chain in Baden-Württemberg. I need Stephanie to translate this because she's in German. Württemberg, okay. Anyway, for those of you who live in Germany, lucky bastards there. No, I'm just kidding. But okay. Let's go back to the animal theme. A loose cow visits an Olive Garden restaurant in Oklahoma. Are they serving steaks now in Oklahoma? Police in Oklahoma put their cowboy skills to test. There's something about the animals this week. When a loose cow was spotted wandering outside an Olive Garden restaurant. Officers questioned the cow and learned that the cow had heard about never-ending soup and salad option. Okay, we'll give 1 point jokes for the officers. The cow was safely corralled and relocated from the area to a Roadhouse grill. In Czechoslovakia, did you know that the creator of the Miami Vice soundtrack is from Czechoslovakia?
idea.
His name is Jan Hammer. Yeah, of all places, Miami Vice. Yeah, Czechoslovakia, that guy. And anyway, in this one, a Czech Republic man showed off his powerful jaws by biting 36 drink cans in half in a minute. There's a video of him earning a Guinness World Record. His name is Rene Richter. The aluminum cans were filled with whatever, I guess water. And Richter was allowed to use only one hand, his teeth for each can. 36 cans. So after he had a soft drink, he had a snack with the aluminum.
Gee.
Wow. I mean, there's a video. Okay.
Good Lord.
Wasn't he in James Bond?
I was just thinking of Jaws, right? Yeah, I know. With the big steel teeth, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about pizza, shall we? A mafia boss. I gotta say this with a straight. A mafia boss found working as pizza boss after 16 years on the run. So he went from mafia boss to a pizza boss. Italian police have arrested another mobster on the run. Just 2 weeks after the sensational arrest on January 16th of the Sicilian Cosa Nostra, they mentioned somebody else here, but this time it was Edgardo Greco, who was apprehended in this is in France, Saint-Étienne in France, where he was working under the alias Paolo Dimitro as a pizzaiolo, pizza chef, at the Cafe Rossini Italian restaurant. See, I think the feds caught him as he was trying to shake down the pepperoni. They said, you can't do that in France, man, but no. from mafia boss to pizza boss. Anyway, he was apprehended while probably making the pepperoni, slicing the pepperoni.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
yeah. Anyway, hang on, I gotta take a quick drink of wine here since we're talking pizza and Italian, right?
Pizza. I love pizza,
Me too.
especially Papa John's pizza.
All right, what do I have here? A South Dakota senator benched in suckling advice scandal.
Hmm.
This is Pierre, South Dakota. The state legislature has been consumed by a bizarre scandal after a lawmaker allegedly stepped away over the line and gave a staffer unsolicited advice on COVID vaccines and breastfeeding. It's something to do with her husband.
Damn.
You know, I don't talk politics here for a reason in public, but we have a war in the Ukraine. We have a carton of eggs that's more than a gasoline. And how are our politicians solving all this, all these world problems? Advice on suckling.
Lord.
Yeah.
Just thinking about
Uh,
politics makes me want to drink.
I think I have one more. Or a person driving a new Tesla, 5 days after he bought it, the steering wheel came off. Is that what they
sounds-
mean by autopilot on a Tesla? When the steering wheel comes, luckily he's okay, nothing happened. But I'm like, wow. I've heard a lot of things about a Tesla, but not the actual wheel coming off.
They've had a lot of quality control problems, but that's a big one.
Yeah. That is weird. It's a Tesla Model Y, meaning why did he buy it? No, but yeah. He was driving down the New Jersey highway, of course. He was told a bolt was missing from the steering wheel connection. No, I think brains were missing from the person who put the steering wheel on, possibly. He says, by the grace of God, there was nobody behind me. I took my foot off the pedal, and I was able to pull all the way over to the divider. Police arrived about 20 minutes later. The car was towed to a service center. That would be scary. I mean, I know the car's got autopilot, but still, you're driving it. Wow.
Well, I've never had the steering wheel come off of a car, but I have had the steering wheel come off of a go-kart.
Okay. All right. Hopefully you wasn't behind a school bus or in front of a school bus, right? Yeah.
No.
Wow. I know. Seriously, besides Hondas and Toyotas, Matt, I know you were a car. I don't know what cars to trust anymore. Seriously.
Nor do I.
I've had
Well, even the Toyotas are going down in quality, but compared to everybody else, they're
right,
still,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I've had quite a few comments. Last year I posted I think I mentioned I bought my son a used Lexus downtown, a family-owned business, and the car it's perfect. 200,000 it passed 200,000 miles. It runs perfect. I mean, there's something about Toyota, Lexus.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are the quality standard.
I did have a problem with my Toyota recently. There was last month we had one really cold night. It got down to 8 degrees,
Yeah.
and then the next day I went to start the car, and when I started it up, all the oil started dumping oil on the ground.
Oh wow.
Apparently, it got so cold the seal around the oil filter housing had drawn up, and the seal had separated. And
Oh.
it was blowing past the seal.
Hmm.
But an easy fix, but you know, it's just one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I last fall, it wasn't really what I wanted, but they had a used Saturn, and I do remember years ago that GM had the Saturn division to compete with Honda and the Toyota cars. So he had one. It was the last year they made the Saturns. So I bought it. It's the Saturn Outlook. It's the big. I call it the Saturn Godzilla car. I can fit seven cheerleaders in there. You know, but it's all-wheel drive. But you know what?
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't had a problem.
the Saturns had a reputation for being an unreliable, cheap car because it was
Really?
a cheap car from General Motors. But they actually weren't that bad. That they didn't really have that many problems, and the reason is because they were simple and basic.
Yeah. Right.
And
Right.
when you start putting a lot of these extra technologies in the cars, that's when the reliability starts to go down. And the Saturns, they were just basic cars, A to B cars, and they worked
Yeah.
fine.
There's nothing. This one does not have like the Star Trek dashboard, which I think is distracting on newer cars. It has like a digital readout. It tells you which tire is low on pressure, drive safely, ice warning, Bluetooth. It has the, I like because it has the rear camera not on the dash but on the mirror, where it's more comfortable, you know. But nothing else more fancy than that, and maybe that's why it's reliable.
Yeah, it was also the way that they sold them. All the Saturn dealers, because it was a no haggle pricing.
Yes.
With Saturns, they had there was a thing with all their dealers that it would be the same price at all the dealers, which you normally don't see in a regular, dealership. So it was unique there. My sister-in-law had one for a while. Her big thing was she had free car washes for the life of the car. Okay, you got it.
Wow.
I think the funniest experience I had with a Saturn is I was working on one. It was a 4-cylinder engine, and on the front of the engine, the main pulley, it had a Briggs and Stratton symbol stamped on the main engine pulley.
No kidding.
Apparently, the metallurgy for that one part was made by
Lawnmower.
them. Yeah, but it was just hilarious because it's like you got this little economy car and there's Briggs and Stratton insignia on the engine.
Did the car have like a lawnmower blades? You can cut the grass as you run over your green.
Yeah, maybe. But what's interesting about Saturn, even though that they were considered cheap economy cars, they were all made in the USA. There was actually a factory here that actually cast all of the engine blocks on site for those cars, and it was, I mean, it was done about as well as it could be done. But General Motors, having the reputation that General Motors had, nobody really took those cars that seriously.
Yeah,
But they really weren't bad cars.
Well, this place downtown, they have one of those fancy, you know what I mean, those $3,000 scanners you hook up to the port. They can scan everything. And they said there's one light they can't get off, and what it is, I think it's a sensor because it's temperature related. When the car is warm, it goes off. When it's cold, it comes on. Now it doesn't flash, so I think it's a sensor somewhere. Other than that, I tested the battery. The battery is good, especially in cold weather. Now they did say don't wait 5,000 to 10,000 miles to change the synthetic oil. He says change it every 3,500 miles. So that sounds good to me. So
That's about right.
Yeah, But I can't complain. Now the Lexus will go maybe 5,000 miles because it's gold standard. But here in Ohio with these screwed up roads too, potholes galore. I did put 4 tires on mine because it kind of needed them, But other than that, can't complain. I did see on the news where car prices might be stabilizing. There's a talk of people defaulting on their loans, lots of repos coming up.
I guess they're stabilizing around $100,000 or so. Yeah.
I have no clue. I got lucky that here where I live, we do have a mom and pop used car place that has low overhead, and they buy right so they can sell the car to the retail public, right at a fair price. And me and my friend, we bought 3 of them. He bought 1, I bought 2, and price was right. So he drives the Lexus LS, the big Titanic size car. He drives that. He had after that cold spell, Christmas weekend, it was like negative 30. He had to replace the water pump and radiator, but that's about it. Nothing really, the car is a V8. It's a bullet. I was driving it one night. It takes off. You hit 80 miles an hour without feeling it, man. Just vroom, Anyway, I should get a sponsorship by Lexus since we're talking so much about them, Well, I got their car, Anyway, so that's what's been going on here. So tonight in Ohio, it is super cold. think it's 9 degrees or so. It's supposed to get negative something with the wind chill. That's why tonight I'm staying. I ain't going nowhere, you know. So
Okay.
It's a cool 5 degrees here.
Cool.
Chicago, right? Yeah,
Supposed to be near
Yeah.
40 tomorrow.
that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it tomorrow or something, and even in the 50s by next week.
Well, it's real warm here tonight at 18 degrees.
That's not much.
Well, compared to you guys.
You know,
Yeah.
compared to like Boston, Maine, where they got a thermometer, a thing on top of a tower and Mount something they call it. I was watching the nightly news with Lester Holt. He says on top of this thing in Maine or Boston, the wind chill is negative 100. So if you were to spit, it would freeze before it hits the ground. You know, negative 100. Isn't that in the Arctic? Worse.
Oh God, that's
Negative. They said with the wind chill, when it spikes at negative. Oh my God! This reporter was clever. She was doing the weather news. She grabbed a pair of frozen jeans. They were flattened and stiff like a board. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, that's
Funny.
a bit much.
she was having fun with her newscast. So, anyway,
Yeah. Those newscasters, man, I tell you, they have some of the wildest things.
why not have fun? Yeah, tell a joke and show your frozen jeans. Now, if it's summer, you can show. Well, you can't show frozen bikini in summer, I guess. Never mind.
At least it's not a frozen thong.
Unless you live in Alaska. I don't know.
Well, Carmine, I have to jump off. I wanted to say hi to you guys.
All right.
Don't worry, Steve.
So you
Okay.
guys have a good evening and have some fun.
We'll catch you next time, bud. Take
See you
care.
next time, Steve. No, it's just us three
They
wild.
do have a nudist colony up in Ontario, Canada. They go out in the snow and everything else.
Oh
Ron lives
God,
in Canada. I'm going to have to ask Ron.
Yeah,
Ron.
but
Oh, how
I did
big
see
is
a YouTube video from one person that does it, and he says that it's not that cold because if there's no wind, the sunlight actually hits your bare skin and heats you up. So,
Ooh.
and I guess that kind of
I don't know. When it gets in the 20s or below freezing, that's cold still. Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of like when they say in Vegas it's 150. Yeah, man, but it's a dry heat. And
Yeah.
Well, so is a fire, but it's just
yeah.
that 2,000-degree fire. That's also a dry heat.
yeah, well, yeah, it's still hot as hot, you know.
Yeah, hot as who knows what. Yeah. But
I was listening to, have you guys heard of Vic DiBitetto, the Italian comic?
no.
Check him out on YouTube. His words, his comedy is a little spicy, but it's harmless. He's talking about the weather. Why do they keep saying it's cold in the winter? Of course it's cold in the winter. Or if you live in Florida, of course it's warm in Florida. But he says, can you imagine living in Florida in the summer? That's when your scrotum sticks to your thighs.
Yeah.
I lost it,
We're gonna
man.
get kicked off of YouTube. if we
Well,
go down this road.
It's a
Oh,
medical
geez.
term. It isn't like I said, but yeah,
No, I know.
it is.
I'm just trying to be.
Yeah,
Sure.
it was a clever joke,
No, I know.
But he says it with Italian New York, He's in this
Like a-
car, and he
like
drives a
already
Lexus
more
too, by the way. He's got his camera on, and when he talks, he spits a lot. When he yells and makes a point, he says, "Yeah, I can spit. It's my car."
But
Oh, he
I was
does it
watching
from the car, huh?
some YouTube shorts, and there was this old grandmother on there that had a scrotum joke. She was looking at some anti-wrinkle cream, and she says, "Well, I don't know about these commercial products, but when this wrinkle cream can take the wrinkles out of my husband's scrotum, then I'll buy it."
Oh,
That's
shit.
pretty good.
But that would be pretty good wrinkle cream. I tell you.
Yeah, it would.
We have to laugh, man. We have to, It's but yeah, check out Vic DiBitetto, just like it sounds, Italian comic. He's been doing it 30, 40 years now. Nice guy, married, a couple grown kids. He's down to earth, observational humor
Yeah.
is the best way to describe it. Like I said, the language is a little spicy, but He'll make you laugh. So check out
Yeah.
Vic DiBattista.
I'm used to spicy humor. George Carlin, Bill Burr. You know,
Sure.
I watch those
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
guys.
I remember
Eddie
George.
Murphy.
Yeah.
Cool.
On a side note, have you guys? I guess the hottest craze, one of the hottest crazes things on YouTube is reaction videos to like movies.
Yeah.
I've been watching some of them.
Yeah, you know.
I've been watching a lot of classic rock music reactions.
But I like those kind of reaction videos because if it's a video that I like, it's kind of fun to see what other people think.
Yeah,
of it.
I don't think I've ever done that. I mean, I think I've done it to somebody else talking about Linux, but never. Maybe we'll do a reaction video to a movie or something. I'm not sure how to do it without
that would be
without the
fun,
copyright strike hitting. I'm not sure how to do it. It would have to be a movie we can all watch. You know,
Yeah.
I have Paramount Plus streaming. It's like $5 a month. There's a movie on there called Smile. I guess it's a pretty good horror flick
Yeah.
where they
I think
right
my
yeah
wife watched that recently. Yeah,
yeah. So
I
maybe
haven't
we can do a reaction movie night all together.
that new movie Megan with the AI doll there wasn't much story to it, but that was a creepy doll in that movie.
That might be on there.
Crazy
I have to
doll.
check.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
but yeah, maybe we'll do that one of these weekends. Just something different. You know.
Something new.
Yeah. But Smile is when these weirdos that come up to you with the big
Grin on their face.
creepy smile, I guess, is the theme of the movie. You know.
Oh God. Sounds like creepy as hell if you ask me.
Interesting.
A good comedy horror movie is The Terrifier 1 and 2, and I think there's a third one with Art the Clown.
Oh,
The
that's
Terrifier.
It's very gory, but it's also comedy at the same time.
okay.
Hmm.
It's a different kind of movie, but I liked it.
I guess there's a movie out about a killer bear on drugs called Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
I thought his name was Yogi.
Yeah.
Yogi Bear. Who knows? He may have did cocaine.
So what does the bear say? Hello to my little loads, man. You know. But yeah.
Ah.
Well, I mean, times have been tough on Yogi since he
I
stopped.
guess so.
Since he stopped
when
broadcasting.
Nickelodeon stopped casting him.
Oh boy.
Yeah, who knows? You may have done. You may have sworn something. Who knows?
I will end this live stream with a joke that my Alexa app, my hardware hockey puck, told me. You know, some nights I can't fall asleep, right?
Yeah.
So I'll say, Alexa, tell me a joke. And if I don't like it, Alexa, tell me a joke. Next, there was one that made me laugh because it was so stupid. The joke was, how do boogers get married?
Okay.
They tie the snot. It's so stupid, you gotta laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
That's one for Alexa.
Well, my folks unplugged our Alexa because we got tired of it listening to
Oh.
everything.
Another one she had, why did the astrologer cross the road?
Oh,
To get to
why?
the other sign. Clever. I'll give that to the Alexa
That's
developers. Anyway, well, we're going to wrap it up for tonight. Those of you who watch this on YouTube now or later, I hope you had a few laughs. That's why I do these at random. I wish we could have had more people on, but you know,
Yeah.
life gets in the way, as the saying goes. So this was fun. We'll probably do it again here. I don't have any special. I was trying to get our singer pal Slim Man on, but he's, you know, post-COVID, everything is opening up. He's doing concerts back in the studio. He did say the 2 more songs are coming out, new songs, but I was hoping to get him back on for Christmas, but he had just moved, and his studio wasn't set. I said, well, you know, don't worry about it. Just
come
hope
on
to have
in
him
here.
on again for a concert if he can do, because he's a cool dude, cool Italian. He's a
very
great chef too, by the way. So check out slimman.com.
Yeah.
That's it. My friends and I are going to continue chatting. Those of you on YouTube, thank you. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Post them in the comments below. If you are new, hope you had some fun. If you like what you saw, subscribe, like, and share the word, and send me a gallon of wine, will you? No, but
All right.
I'm like half done. Serious, I don't joke. This is my Carlo Rossi right here. I get this at Kroger's. You know, sweet
Yeah.
red. It's not strong. You know, the alcohol is not that. You know, It's not a lot, you know,
No,
but that's what I
it's
drink as a,
something.
you know. Anyway, ciao.
All right, Carmine.